The visuals are pristine, 2026. The economics are haunted by 2024. Pakistan's triumphant return of the Basant festival in this digital age hides a brutal accounting truth. Nations do want to escape their financial past. As influencers livestream kite battles in Lahore, with glitter filters and stunning drone shots. The 2026 bond markets are still pricing in Pakistan's debt risk. The World Bank's 2025 Climate Vulnerability Report still flags Punjab's significant fiscal strain. This festival isn't happening in a vacuum, it's happening in the financial aftermath of a crisis. And in 2026, with artificial intelligence driving fiscal monitoring and ESG scoring, the costs are more visible than ever. This is the celebration that algorithms are watching. On the fiscal monitors, data streams update in real time, a sovereign credit rating of CCC+, a low climate resilience index, and a high event risk assessment. The numbers paint a stark picture. This brings us to what we can call the 2026 fiscal transparency trap. Back in 1999, the costs of a festival like this were opaque line items, buried deep within municipal budgets. In 2026, it's a completely different story. Every expense is a public blockchain entry. Municipal budgets are published digitally for everyone to see. Expenses are tokenized and citizen oversight is crowdsourced through social media and online platforms. When the city of Lahore allocates funds for Basant 2026, it's not just approving an expense, it's creating a permanent, auditable fiscal record. This record will be instantly analyzed by a whole new set of watchdogs. We're talking about IMF post-program surveillance teams, who are still keeping a close eye on the country's finances. We're talking about AI-driven sovereign risk models at major global investment firms like BlackRock and PIMCO, which use this data to decide whether to invest in Pakistan. We're also talking about climate finance auditors, who are tracking every rupee meant for adaptation spending to make sure it's not being diverted. And perhaps most importantly, we're talking about Pakistan's own Gen Z activists, who are armed with powerful data visualization tools and aren't afraid to hold their government accountable. The festival tax is no longer a hidden cost. It's now algorithmically amplified in Pakistan's country risk premium. Every single rupee spent on the festivities becomes a critical data point in the nation's 2027 debt sustainability analysis. Think about that. The budget for kites and security directly influences how credit rating agencies view the country's ability to pay its debts next year. But the true cost in 2026 goes far beyond just money. It's a cost measured in time, attention, and innovation. Right now, Pakistan faces a trilemma, three-pronged challenge. It must address urgent climate adaptation needs like recurring floods and extreme heat waves. It must accelerate its digital transformation to compete in the global AI economy and improve e-governance, and it must preserve its rich cultural heritage. The problem is, administrative bandwidth is a finite resource. The thousands of government person-hours spent planning, securing, and managing Basant 2026 are person-hours that are not being spent on other critical national priorities. They are not being spent deploying AI systems to improve tax compliance and expand the national revenue base. They are not being spent implementing smart irrigation systems to help the water-scarce agricultural heartland of Punjab. They are not being spent scaling up digital education platforms to reach the millions of out-of-school youth. In economic terms, this is what you could call attention debt. It's the diversion of scarce bureaucratic and technical talent away from solving deep structural challenges and toward ceremonial management. For a nation that is still working hard to climb the Global Innovation Index in 2026, this kind of diversion is a luxury that comes with compounding interest. It's a choice that has long-term consequences for the country's development trajectory. So, what's the solution? Is it to cancel the festival and say goodbye to a beloved tradition? Not necessarily. The solution for 2026 isn't cancellation, it's the technological disruption of tradition itself. We need to ask a different set of questions. Could Basant become something more? Could it become a test bed for drone-based emergency response systems that could later be deployed in flood-affected zones? Could it be a platform for piloting digital currency initiatives within the informal economy, bringing more people into the formal financial system? Could the festival become a massive data generator for urban mobility algorithms, helping to solve Lahore's traffic problems and plan future city infrastructure? Could it be reimagined as a completely carbon-neutral festival, funded by voluntary carbon credits and setting a new global standard for sustainable celebrations? The festival must pay its way in innovation, not just in nostalgia. Pakistan's 2026 economy shaped by crypto awareness, AI literacy, and widespread climate anxiety demands that our celebrations become net contributors to national resilience, not net drains on it. The kites flying over Lahore in 2026 are sending a powerful signal to the entire world. That signal can be one of two things. Either it shows that Pakistan has learned to embed fiscal discipline and technological innovation into its cultural DNA, or it shows that it's simply repeating old patterns, just with better cameras and flashier social media campaigns. The data won't lie. The algorithms are impartial, and they are already judging. In 2026, tradition needs more than just a budget. It needs a real-time business model. It needs to prove its return on investment, not just in cultural value, but in concrete contributions to a stronger, more resilient, and more innovative future. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.